allegiance and stay standing for the performance of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. I'm excited to stand before you today as the principal of Northern Burlington. My name is Caitlin McCann. So recently, I planted some strawberry plants at my house, and I was excited when a few days later, I had ripe strawberries that I could pick. But then I read a story about bamboo. Raise your hand if you've ever tried to grow bamboo. Anybody? Okay, so it's the exact opposite. You plant it, and you water it, and you give it sunlight, and then you watch it. And after the first week, it doesn't grow. And after the first month, still nothing. In fact, after 4 whole years, the plant hasn't grown at all. Then, in the 5th year, something incredible happens. The bamboo shoots up to 90 feet tall. All the previous years were in preparation for the strong roots to help propel it forward. As underclassmen at the high school, you may sometimes feel similar, that you're not getting to do as many exciting things as some of the older students or friends or siblings who have already graduated. However, just like the strong, crucial roots of the bamboo tree, so too are these years vital to your success later on. So as we take time this evening to acknowledge and celebrate your many accomplishments, please know that we are not only celebrating your growth and development up until this point, but also the outstanding growth we know we will see as you progress through your senior year and beyond. Great work thus far. I'm excited to hear from your many teachers this evening about all of your great accomplishments. With that, I'd like to bring up our first presenters, Sergeant Bianca Parker and Dr. Hoggs, to present the JROTC Awards.
It is with great pleasure that I nominate Olivia Mann, grade 9. I am honored to recognize Cadet Olivia Mann as my 9th grade Scholar Award nominee. Olivia is new to the program this year, but she came in and got right to work. She jumped on the opportunity to get involved by agreeing to be an element leader. That is no easy task for a new cadet, as they are responsible for helping keep the formation aligned. She participates in class and with the community service events available to her. Within the first quarter, she was promoted to staff sergeant and took the position of a logistic NCO. Her duties include ensuring the cadets in her flight are issued a uniform and have everything they need for them. Now that she's got her footing, I expect to see only bigger and better things out of Olivia. Her personality is bright and joyful, and she plays well with others. She's a fast learner, she's motivated, she's engaged, and it's been a joy having her in my classroom this year. If Olivia continues in the program, I believe there's no limit to where she can go. I look forward to seeing what she will do in the years to come. Congratulations, Olivia. I am honored to recognize Cadet Amira Nobles as my 10th grade Scholar Award nominee. When I think of Amira, I think of a strong-headed, witty young lady that truly has a love for the program. From the beginning, Amira was always involved in the training of the cadets. It was quickly realized that she would be a leader in the program. She has started this year off achieving her goals one by one. She completed a revision of our cadet guide, which is our single source document that describes everything Air Force JROTC. She was invited into the Kitty Hawk Society, no small task. It's equivalent to National Honor Society for those of you who are not familiar with it. She led this year's 30-step drill sequence that wooed our instructor and won us Distinguished Unit with Merit and a score of 98.5, highest score to date. Amira didn't just grow in the Air Force JROTC program. She has stepped outside of it, trying out and making it on the track team this year. This was no small task either, seeing as though Amira struggled with her motivation to run in our PT program. I think it's fair to say that Amira does whatever she sets her mind to. I know that we are not done seeing all the great things that she will accomplish moving into the next year. I look forward to seeing her continue growth and success in the program. Congratulations, Amira.
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. I'm honored to recognize Cadet Cole Rambo as my 11th grade Scholar Award nominee. When I think of Cole Rambo, motivation and success are what drives him as an individual. He has become a driving force in our nationally recognized program, second to none, both inside and outside of the classroom, since his 8th grade year. Moreover, watching Cole's growth and many accomplishments over the years has cemented his legacy within the program. He is well respected amongst his fellow cadets, by the instructor corps, and the community at large. He stands as the backbone of the unit and a benchmark to which future cadets will be measured long after he graduates. Cole, as a student leader, has served in many leadership positions, most importantly as NJ 20171 Corps Commander for academic year 2024-2025, leading the unit to its highest unit evaluation inspection score for all JROTC units, Region 4, to date. Cole is the recipient of multiple national awards, most notably Headquarters United States Air Force Cadet of the Year for Northern Burlington AFJROTC, a distinction only bestowed upon the top 2% of cadets worldwide. In addition, he was also selected to attend the prestigious Air Force Flight Academy, one of only 3 cadets in the state of New Jersey, for summer 2025. Cole continues to lead from the front, and the sky is truly the limit for this incredibly talented young man. As he approaches his senior year, I truly look forward to the amazing things that he will accomplish as a student leader. Congratulations, Cole Rambo. Now please welcome Mr. Carlos Bovell, who will present the Computer Science Awards.
Okay, grade 9, computer science. Scholars Award goes to Aiden Pesnek. Aiden's been a hard worker from the beginning. He's not a man of many words, at least not in our intro to programming class. But he completes every project, always meeting all the requirements. And whenever he submits his work early, I'd ask him if he was ready for the next one. Sometimes he just shrug his shoulders and say, sure. Other times he just shake his head and say, I'm good. But even when he said this, things worked out because on more than one occasion I'd post something and his work anonymously would end up on Google Classroom as an example for the other students to follow. So for all his reticence, it became apparent to me that Aiden may even enjoy programming. Don't tell him. For their final project, students can choose to do either a 2-minute narrative, a 2-minute music video, or a game. The easiest of the three is a 2-minute narrative, and the hardest is the game. And Aiden, smart kid, chose to do a game. We'll see how it goes. These are due at the end of the school year, but given his performance so far this year, I thought he should be recognized. And it's a pleasure to have him in class. I'm hopeful that Aiden will take more programming classes in the future. The following was written by ChatGPT. No. Grade 10, Computer Science Scholars Award, Madison Marr. Madison is a great student to have in class. She works ahead independently, and although she's open to instruction, she would rather figure things out on her own. Even when I have classical oldies or Latin jazz playing in the background as the students work, she pops on old school headphones and turns up whatever it is that helps her work best. Sometimes I can't tell, though, if she's really locked into her work or if she just wants an excuse for not having to hear somebody when they're talking to them. But in her defense, she has both headphones on and not those newfangled long-range single earbuds that somehow have such output that they block both ears even though it's only covering one ear. Jokes aside, Madison has been a great help in my class. When it comes to tutorials, she works ahead independently and brings to my attention anything that needs to be changed between the time that that version of the tutorial was updated and the present. And this is always a pesky little problem in teaching computer science and threatens to become unmanageable if it were not for students like Madison who are thoughtful enough to work the kinks out and recognize when further updates are needed. I look forward to having Madison in class again. Knock, knock. Oh. I like it up here. Grade 11, Computer Science Scholars Night Award. Tejas Samaneni. Tejas loves computer science, and the only thing that might stop him from pursuing computer science as a career is whether he decides that he's not good enough to do it. I asked him, "What do you mean by that?" And he spread out his arms and waved them around, motioning towards the rest of the class. And my initial response was to observe that this kind of mindset is going to bring a lot of pressure onto every single assignment that Tejas attempts to complete. Now, to give everyone an idea of the context for Tejas' approach to this class, I'll relate how early in the year I asked another student, a very bright, well-respected student who already received an award, if they were excited about taking this same class. And they said yes, but it was going to be tough. And I asked, how come? And they just tilted their head in the direction of the rest of the students and said, there are a lot of smart kids in here. But either way, Tejas rose to the challenge. And whether it was logic or geometry or syntax or analytical trigonometry, Tejas insisted on understanding why things were working the way they did, and especially on the flip side of that, why things weren't working the way he expected. But little by little, he got better at debugging his own programs and making his program writing clearer and easier to understand. I look forward to teaching Tejas again during his senior year. Tejas still has to figure out the shortest way from his chair. Now please welcome Mrs. Cassie Kalchuk and Mr. Gene Graff, who will present the Math Awards.
It is with great honor that I have nominated Arif Patel for the Geometry Honors Award. Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn." Like this inventor, scientist, and statesman, Arif seems to have an inquiring mind. From the first day of the school year, Arif was not too shy to ask why, or to help his humble geometry teacher at 7:40 in the morning if she got stuck. Thank you, Arif. I'm continually impressed by your insight and your comments. You help me be a better teacher, and you help your classmates learn. Arif loves to get things done. He understands concepts at a deeper level, and he's very organized. He continually displays his habits, which are mentioned by Stephen Covey in his famous book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Arif is a gifted young man with a bright future. Like the great astronomer Galileo, never stop learning and always share your ideas with others. Arif, you're a unique person. I am honored to be able to give you the Scholars Award.
Good evening. The winner of the 2025 Math Department Award for Algebra 2 is Madison Wright. Madison is a remarkable student in every possible way. She is one of the most focused and engaged students I've had the privilege of working with in my almost 20 years here at Northern. Her work is consistently done thoughtfully and carefully, and she never seems fazed or out of sorts, even before a big test. Her grades are near perfect, and in fact, I often grade hers first so I could check my own key against hers. As the years progressed and the topics have become more complex, Madison's performance has remained exceptional. It has been an absolute pleasure working with Madison this year, and I look forward to the prospect of getting the opportunity again down the road in calculus. Congratulations, Madison.
Now, this award is presented on behalf of Mrs. Jill Stabile, who couldn't be here this evening. The award for grade 10 goes to Milana Boychuk. It is with pleasure to present this math award for pre-calculus to Milana Boychuk. Math is a challenge for so many people. Pre-calculus is a math at a whole new level. New concepts, unit circles, trig identities, and formulas that can make your head spin. Milana is a sophomore in honors pre-calculus, putting her 2 years ahead of the typical sequence. Yet for her, the math seems to come so naturally. She's that student that you check your answer key against when you're grading assessments. It's impossible to spell out all of her wonderful attributes in this short space, but most importantly, Milana is the type of student you look forward to teaching. She excels in her own mastery of the concepts, and at the same time, she's supportive and helpful to those around her. She lifts up those around her, a very undervalued and admirable quality. I am so proud, that's Ms. Stabile is so proud of everything Milana has accomplished this year, and I know that she will achieve great things in the years ahead. Congratulations, Milana.
It is safe to say that Prasham Shah is unlike any student I've ever worked with. His thirst for knowledge is endless. Back when he was a student in my Algebra 2 class his freshman year, I recall Mr. Fuller telling an anecdote about how Prasham suggested using a Taylor series expansion for the cosine function because the computer program they were running couldn't handle trigonometric functions. For those of you that don't really know what that means, the big takeaway here is that a freshman in Algebra 2 was suggesting using a topic that's covered in a second-year calculus class at the end of the year to solve through a problem. So that's Prasham. Prasham already possessed that knowledge, and because he loves math, he loves science, he loves computers. So having Prasham again this year in our first year AP Calculus class has been such a rewarding experience. He comes to the table with so much knowledge, yet still marvels at the opportunity of learning anything new. He remains humble and a great classmate while continuing to perform at the absolute highest level. His questions are deep and well thought out. He certainly keeps me on my toes. It has been a blast this school year, and I look forward to Calc 2 next year. Congratulations, Prasham.
And we're going to move on today to science with Dr. Zach Warren.
Good evening, everybody. I have the pleasure of giving out the Science Academic Awards. We will begin with biology. It is my pleasure to present the 9th grade Biological Science Award to a truly outstanding student, Lillian Hosford. As a freshman in biology, in honors biology actually, she made the bold decision to take on a challenging course. She has more than risen to the occasion. She stands out not just for intelligence and quick understanding of the material, but her work ethic, thoughtful contributions, and positive attitude. She is dependable and supportive peer, always willing to work collaboratively and share her knowledge with her classmates. No matter the group or the topic, she brings out the best in those around her. What's more impressive is her genuine interest in biology. She engages with the material thoughtfully, volunteers insightful answers, and shows her true passion for learning beyond just earning a grade. Congratulations. Moving on to chemistry. This year, 2025 Chemistry Award was an extremely difficult decision. 2 students stood out as contenders among the 120 plus students taking the course. Both are extremely talented academically and have great success in honors chemistry this year. The winner of this year's award stood out as his academic curiosity, willingness to help others, and consistent hard work. This year's recipient of the 2025 Chemistry Award is Thomas McCaden. Thomas brings a quiet determination to everything he does. He's bright, attentive to detail, always prepared, and never hesitates to ask insightful questions. His commitment to understanding the material, and not just memorizing it, sets him apart and highlights his academic dedication. Thomas is always engaged, helps those around him when they need it, and is such a great resource to his classmates. The chemistry teachers look forward to teaching Thomas again next year in AP Chemistry as he expands his chemistry knowledge even further. Congratulations, Thomas. Now for physics. It is my great honor to recognize this year's Scholars Night Award recipient for physics, Presham Shah. Presham is the kind of student every teacher dreams of, though I must admit he is also the kind of student who keeps you on your toes. His reasoning is unequaled. He possesses a rare and remarkable command of the most fundamental concepts in both science and mathematics. But what sets Presham apart is not just his solid foundation, it's his instinctive ability to apply that knowledge, to build upon it, and to explore its deepest implications. In a subject as vast and nuanced as physics, many students are content to learn what's required. Not him. He consistently reaches far beyond the curriculum, not for a grade, but out of a genuine passion to understand. He doesn't just ask the next question, he asks the right question, the one that challenges assumptions and invites discovery. For his extraordinary intellect, his fearless inquiry, and his unwavering enthusiasm for physics, I am proud to present the Scholars Night Award to Presham. It is my great pride and admiration that I present the Environmental Science Scholar Award to John Hoffman. This award recognizes a student who has not only excelled academically, but has also demonstrated a profound commitment to environmental stewardship and learning about our Earth. Throughout the year, John has consistently gone above and beyond in their studies, showing a deep understanding of the environmental science concepts and their real-world applications. His enthusiasm for sustainability and conservation has been evident in every project and discussion we've had this year. John's dedication serves as an inspiration to us all. Their actions embody the very essence of this award, highlighting the impact one individual can have in driving positive change. Congratulations, John. Now, please welcome Ms. Farley, Ms. Bellardo, and Ms. Solo, who will present the English Awards.
Hello. It is my sincere pleasure to award Kira Dyson the Scholars Award for Honors English 1. From the beginning of the year, Kira always stood out. Kira is the kind of student who will consistently seek not just to complete an assignment, but to do her very best every single time. She always wants to improve her writing, to push herself with her reading choices. She is curious, insightful, and friendly. I find Kira's questions about her writing to be driven to a higher level than just fulfilling the assignment, but rather to exceed and do better than what's expected of her. Kira is also an avid reader. She did an amazing job on her independent reading projects, such as the first one, when she presented to the class the book Babel, a novel about both entomology and British colonialism. It's light reading, right? She read a book that was beyond her grade level and audience, put together a beautiful presentation, and then in discussion was able to intelligently discuss the book on an academic level with me. Kira surprised me with her thoughtful, mature insights. She chose to challenge herself in this assignment, and that consistently held throughout the year. I'm excited to see what Kira does next year and in the years to come, to hear what she is reading, and maybe to read some of her writing. I hear she is doing some stellar work in her creative writing class. I want to thank Kira for making my year shine brighter. It's lovely to teach bright, rising stars.
Good evening, everyone. It is a privilege to recognize my student, Naomi Roberson, for the Scholars Award for 10th grade English this year. She has maintained an exceptional 99% average through her unwavering dedication, consistent hard work, and a genuine love for those around her. In every discussion, she brings insight and curiosity that elevates our class and allows others to learn from her thoughtful perspectives. I will never forget one day in class when we were psychoanalyzing Holden Caulfield's character from The Catcher in the Rye. Naomi quietly raised her hand and proceeded to share one of the most thoughtful and beautifully articulated responses I've heard all year. Before I could respond to her, a classmate from all the way across the room said, "Miss Bellardo, that deserves an applause." And within seconds, the entire class on their own erupted in cheers and praise for Naomi. It truly was a moment that captured Naomi's quiet brilliance and the deep respect she's earned from everyone around her. And her academic success is only part of the wonderful person that she is. Naomi is the definition of a well-rounded person, whether it's her respectful and sweet demeanor at all times, or her ability to balance school and life with grace and humility. She embodies the kind of learner and person every teacher hopes to have in their classroom. And I am so grateful to have been given the opportunity to be her English teacher this year. I am so happy that I'm able to recognize Naomi tonight because just like her own classmates state, she deserves all of the applause and more. Naomi, you have set the bar high and we cannot wait to see where your journey takes you next. Congratulations.
honored to present the 11th grade Excellence in English Award to Emily Sarno. First, let's discuss academics. Emily has maintained a near-perfect average throughout the year. She is not afraid of a challenge, but rather accepts it as a measure of her determination and resilience. Emily is also a phenomenal writer, possessing that rare combo of natural skill and the humility to accept and apply feedback as a means to improving. She is a striver, working diligently day in and day out to be better than she was the day before. Please know and remember that this type of consistency never goes unnoticed. Now, let's talk about character. Emily is wise beyond her years. An asset to her classmates, she is kind, personable, and compassionate. Though she may be too humble to realize it, Emily is a natural leader. I can tell that many students look up to her as a role model. Currently, we are studying philosophy in our AP English class, so I thought it fitting to leave with a quote from Aristotle. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Congratulations, Emily. Now, please welcome Mr. Volpe and Ms. Van Sciver to present the Social Studies Awards.
According to Cicero, the great Roman scholar, orator, and writer, to be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. Ironically, it was as a child that this year's Social Studies Award recipient developed his passion for history, revealing in his summer assignment essay that he yearned to learn about the past beginning in the 2nd grade when he looked forward to naming a U.S. president and having his mom read about him. This was an almost daily ritual. This interest, identified as a continuity in his life, intensified with time. The essay continues, quote, "Back in the summer before 5th grade, I read the books Who Was Thomas Jefferson, Who Was John F. Kennedy, and Who Was Richard Nixon. As I got older, I grew out of Who Was books and into adult books like His Excellency, George Washington, The Last Founding, James Monroe and a Call to Greatness, and Romney, A Reckoning. I believe that I still read about the presidents because I view their lives as a model for mine, and I like to learn from the things they did wrong," end quote. Fast forward to 9th grade, the year where American history intersects with that of the world. And not surprisingly, this young historian chose not only a very rigorous AP World History course, but also joined Northern's elite debate team. Nick Monteleone is an exceptional student, where as an enthusiastic learner, he yearns to better himself through thoughtful questioning, researching, and pursuing opportunities beyond the classroom to learn and grow. He is a deep thinker, a keen listener, a thoughtful questioner, and a formidable debater. He devours college-level text and rises to the many challenges the course entails. As for his fascination with presidents and those who seek the office, that is still alive and well, as even in the midst of an over 3-hour mock exam, where other students had snacks or water bottles on their table, he had Vivek Ramaswamy's Truths, the Future of America First. Always reading, always learning, always questioning, always seeking to learn from the past to apply those lessons to the future. Congratulations to Nick Monteleone, our 9th grade Social Studies Award recipient.
Good evening, everyone. It is with great pride and admiration that I recognize a truly exceptional student, this year's Scholar Award recipient for AP US History 1, Marco Sarcomo. In a rigorous advanced placement class, Marco has not only risen to the challenge, but has consistently demonstrated the qualities of a true scholar: intellectual curiosity, a strong work ethic, and a genuine passion for understanding the past in order to make sense of the present. From the very first days of class, it was clear that Marco brought something special to the table. Whether we were discussing the complexities of the Constitution, the causes of the Civil War, or the social movements of the 19th century, his insights were thoughtful, well-researched, and often pushed the discussion to a higher level. But what truly sets him apart is more than just his academic excellence. It's the way Marco approached learning, with a genuine curiosity, humility, and a drive to uncover not just what happened in history, but why it matters. It is students like Marco who remind us why we teach and why history matters. His dedication to scholarship, his thoughtful engagement with challenging topics, and his lifelong passion for learning make him incredibly deserving of this honor. Congratulations, Marco. Your future is bright, and I have no doubt that you'll continue to share the lessons of the past with others around you. For AP US History 2, Christian Manzi has been an outstanding history scholar for the past 2 years in both AP US 1 and 2. Both Mr. Shriver and I have appreciated Christian's genuine enthusiasm for American history, which he shows through his preparation for class discussions, thoughtful challenging questions, and his passion for historical debates, which he wins a fair amount of the time. It was not unusual to be talking to Christian long after the bell rung, not about why he received a certain grade, but about different historical interpretations or historical nuance or the long-term effects of a specific policy. Christian has worked himself to the top of the class this year by not only his amazing work with exams and countless essays, but by being a leader in class discussions and debates. Everyone wanted to be on his team with debates, and the preparation he put into class is something we as teachers have not seen in many years from a history student. Christian's thirst for historical knowledge has resulted in not only high academic achievement, but respect by his peers. His 100-page book of APUSH notes over the last 2 years is the envy of all APUSH students looking for a last-minute study guide. Tonight we recognize not just academic excellence, but a true historian in the making. Christian, your dedication, insight, and energy have left a lasting mark on this program. Can't wait to see where your passion for history takes you next. Congratulations. Now please welcome Ms. Quintero, Dr. Puente Irvin, and Mr. Ramirez, who will present the World Language Awards.
For grade 9 Spanish, we have Miss Valentina Florian Arias. This comes from Senora Blanco, and she says, I am honored to present the 9th grade Scholars Award in Spanish to Valentina. She deserves recognition for her hard work and dedication. Valentina has not only met the challenges, but has exceeded the expectations of the class. She has shown every quality of successful language learners: asking higher level questions, and diligently producing precise, carefully crafted expressions. She is remarkably interested in understanding the small details of the Spanish communication process. Valentina is a dependable student, and I can always count on her for support during our open-ended discussions in class. She has showed remarkable characteristics as a student and as a wonderful young woman. Most important are her personal qualities. She is kind and patient and always spreads her positive spirit and enthusiasm to others. It is certainly a privilege to encounter a student with such a great work ethic and determination to learn the Spanish language. Felicitaciones, Valentina. I'm thankful I had the chance to have you in class and have witnessed your passion for learning and desire to better yourself. I am happy to honor you with the 9th grade Spanish award. Now on to grade 10 Spanish. We have Miss Maya Angel. This is also from Senora Blanco. I am honored to present the 10th grade Scholars Award in Spanish to Maya. I have known Maya for 2 years. She was my student last year in Spanish for Native Speakers Intermediate and in my Spanish for Native Speakers High this year. Maya has demonstrated great enthusiasm for the Spanish language. She's very involved in class discussions, showing a deep understanding of languages and cultures. She's a great student with a friendly personality, ranked at the top of her class. In my class, Maya has demonstrated tremendous effort and interest with an amazing amount of discipline. She's very organized, always comes to class prepared, and is always willing to learn. The Spanish for Native Speakers class is a high-level subject that requires the students to do a lot of independent work. Maya's determination and eagerness to participate and perform well in class have driven her to success. Her average grade is an A, which illustrates her ability and creative talent. Felicitaciones, Maya. I am happy to honor you with the 10th grade Spanish award. And for grade 10, I do apologize if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but Miss McWilliams nominates Miss Piu Batra. And she says, it has been a true pleasure to have Piu in my Spanish 4 honors class during her junior year at Northern Burlington Regional High School. Over the course of the year, I've had the privilege of watching her grow into a driven, independent, confident, and responsible young woman, one who's not only passionate about learning, but also determined to excel in everything she does. Piu enters the classroom each day with a bright smile and an eagerness to learn. Her academic performance is outstanding, but what sets her apart is her unwavering work ethic and her constant pursuit of excellence. She is not only a top student, she is also a kind and collaborative classmate who regularly supports her peers and enriches our discussions with thoughtful contributions. I was impressed by Piu from the very first day. For their first assignment, students were asked to write a 1-page journal entry in Spanish describing themselves. While many students struggled to meet the requirements, Piu submitted a thoughtful, fluent, and well-organized response that far exceeded expectations. In that journal, she described herself as ambitious, intelligent, determined, creative, and imaginative. And I can confidently say that she embodies all of those qualities and more. Piu's dedication extends far beyond the classroom. She is a member of both the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. She is active in DECA and the Debate Club, and she is also one of the top players on our tennis team. This year, she earned the prestigious seal by literacy from the state of New Jersey, demonstrating her ability to read, write, speak, and understand multiple languages at a high level. Her enthusiasm for learning Spanish is evident every day. She takes every opportunity to use the language, continuously challenging herself and inspiring others to do the same. Piu is the kind of student every teacher hopes to have: dedicated, respectful, curious, and kind. I have no doubt that she will achieve great success in whatever path she chooses. I also hope she continues to study and use the Spanish language because she truly has a gift for it. It has been an absolute joy to have her in my class, and I am incredibly proud of all she has accomplished. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I will be presenting the awards for Chinese. The first one is awarded by Ms. Sung, and it goes to Amani Malik. And Ms. Sung writes, "It's a pleasure to recognize one of our outstanding ninth grade students for her excellence and commitment in Chinese class this year, Amani Malik. This is my first year having Amani in class, but before I even met her, I had already heard great things from my fellow Chinese teacher, and let me say, she did not disappoint. From day one, Amani has shown what it means to be a true scholar. She takes notes, pays close attention, and is always eager to participate. She raises her hand to answer questions, isn't afraid to make mistakes, and consistently steps up to speak Chinese, even when it's challenging. She works well with her classmates, bringing kindness, respect, and a genuine spirit of collaboration into the room. When I think of a scholar, I think of someone who not only takes learning seriously, but also strives for excellence with consistency and heart, and that is exactly who Amani is. Learning Chinese isn't easy. It's more than just memorizing characters or mastering tones. It's about persistence, cultural curiosity, and a willingness to step far outside your comfort zone. Amani has embraced all of that and more. Amani, your hard work and spirit are an inspiration. I'm proud to recognize your achievement today, and I'm genuinely excited to continue this journey with you next year in Chinese Level 3. I know you will continue to grow, and I can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. Congratulations, Amani. Ms. Sung. The 10th grade Chinese award goes to Peyton Robinson. I still vividly remember when you joined my 8th grade Chinese 1 class as a 7th grader, already standing out among older students with a maturity and work ethic rarely seen at that age. From the very beginning, your commitment to learning and excellence made a strong impression. Now, having you in my Chinese 4 honors, it has been a joy to witness your remarkable growth. Even through the challenges of virtual and hybrid learning environments, you remained focused and driven, consistently making impressive progress in your language skills. You are a quick and thoughtful learner, someone who not only grasps new material with precision, but also makes meaningful connections to prior knowledge. Your strong foundation and natural fluency have enabled you to express yourself in a variety of contexts with clarity and confidence. Your assignments are consistently of the highest quality, a reflection of your care and dedication. What truly distinguishes you is your passion, not just for the Chinese language, but for the culture as well. You bring energy, curiosity, and a deep sense of responsibility to everything you do. As a proud member of the Chinese Honor Society since your freshman year, and as an active, conscientious participant in our school and greater community, you exemplify what it means to be a scholar. It is with great pride and admiration that I present this Chinese Scholar Award to you, Peyton Robinson, in recognition of your outstanding academic achievement, perseverance, and commitment to excellence. The 11th grade award goes to Marcus Seen. It's hard to believe that it's been 4 years since you first stood out in my 7th grade Chinese class with your focus, drive, and exceptional performance. Back then, your dedication was already clear, and now in Chinese 4 honors, it has grown into something truly remarkable. It has been a joy to witness your continued commitment to mastering the Chinese language and deepening your understanding of the culture with such energy and determination. You come to class consistently prepared, fully engaged, and ready to challenge yourself. You absorb new concepts with precision and connect them thoughtfully to what you've previously learned. Your work is always completed with care and excellence, and you set a high standard for your peers through both the quality of your assignments and your thoughtful participation. What sets you apart even more is your strong leadership in the classroom. You lead by example, with quiet confidence, maturity, and a clear sense of purpose. Your classmates look to you not just for help with challenging material, but as a role model for what it means to be a committed, responsible learner. You approach the study of Chinese with a growth mindset, curious, inquisitive, and open to new ideas. Your ability to engage deeply with both the linguistic and cultural aspects of Chinese has led to a solid and nuanced understanding, and you are now able to communicate effectively and adaptively in a wide range of contexts. It is with great pride that I present the Junior Chinese Scholar Award to you, Marcus Seen, in recognition of your outstanding achievement and leadership in Chinese language study. Thank you for the dedication, excellence, and sense of purpose you bring to our class every day. I look forward to seeing you continue to thrive in AP Chinese next year.
Good evening, bonsoir. I have the privilege of presenting on behalf of Madame Kim and Madame Moniz for the French Awards. For the 9th grade, the prestigious 9th grade Scholar Award goes to Mr. Joseph Jose. You are Joseph. He is Joseph. She is Joseph. And even I, Madame Kim, am Joseph. That was my response to my French 2 class back in September when they told me that no one can be like Joseph. At the time, I didn't know who Joseph was, but I sure knew already what to expect. 9 months later, here we are. It was such an easy task to nominate my 9th grade scholar, Joseph Jose. You are the king of A's, a perfect score for 9 months. Each time the students get their assignment copies back, all the heads turn in the direction of Joseph. You got 100, right? They said. And Joseph would humbly smile back at them. Joseph's talent emanates from the heart. His love for the language, his inquisitive mind, and his will grow very fast. It is very evident that he is an autodidact. He deepens and intensifies his French on his own time outside of class time. He performs incredibly at a higher level in his writing skills of complex sentences, advanced vocabulary, and untaught verb tenses that are way beyond the level of a French 2 student. He has the natural ability to retain and process the new information with ease and with the speed of an AI. Joseph's outstanding achievements and applications are driven by his ambitions and his open spirit and mind to the world around him. He is pleasant, jovial, and super helpful in the class. In fact, one day, during my absence, the substitute left me a note to inform me how Joseph took charge of the class and made everyone work and complete the assignment with no delay. I want to thank you so much for your positive attitude that radiates in my class. I can't stop talking about your brilliance, and I ask you to keep up the good work for the next 3 years we're together. Congratulations on your high achievement. Bravo. The prestigious 10th grade French Scholar Award goes to Madison Wright. I didn't have Madison in her previous years, level 1 or 2, but I've heard Madame Munez, her former French teacher, always mention her name to me. I couldn't wait to meet Madison and see for myself what Madame Munez was always bragging about. And she was right about Madison Wright, a true scholar indeed, the queen of perfection. Another scholar who never had a grade below 100%. In addition, about a week ago, she joined our French elites into the prestigious French Honor Society. Madison, with no doubt, is a valuable asset to our French program that strives because of talented students like you. Madison is naturally very calm and a composed person, serene and soft-spoken, but has a powerful presence in the class. She is the attentive and observant queen. As soon as she is seated, she becomes all eyes and ears, with her notebook open and pen ready to start taking plenty of detailed notes and very well organized. She wouldn't miss anything. She asks questions and doesn't stop until she is convinced and fully satisfied to ensure that she has a strong grasp and comprehension on the matter. Madison is meticulous and careful with her applications. When she takes an assignment, she doesn't rush through it, but rather focuses and examines every word and reviews over and over her responses. And when sure and satisfied, she says, "Okay, now I'm done." She is so thorough, precise, and pays attention to every detail to the point that I have to be careful not to make any errors because she will catch them right away. I'm so lucky to have such a scholars like you. I am looking forward to future success and productive years together. Thank you, my queen, and congratulations. Bravo. The prestigious 11th grade French Scholar Award goes to Risha Manta. In French 2, I have a king. In French 3, I have a queen. And of course, in my French 4 honors, I have an ace, who is you, Risha. You have all the qualities of a winning card: diligence, hard work, enthusiasm, self-confidence, proficiency, accuracy, inquisitiveness, pleasantness, kindness, respect, work discipline, work ethics, and of course, the mastery of winning. About 2 years ago, Risha was a new student transferred to Northern. Despite the unusual nervousness and worries that came with the move, you transitioned very well with ease and very fast. Your willpower and dedication were evident in your plow forward to shine and prove yourself to a brand new community. Your work showed tremendous growth and maturity over the past years. I'm so proud and lucky to have you in mid-year of level 2 and in French 3 and now in my French 4. You've raised the bar high for everyone else in the class. You excel in every task, whether it's listening and reading comprehension, the writing and the speaking. As a matter of fact, Risha tells me that she practices speaking French with others during her lunch and in her different classes. She has fun with the language, and that is what makes her very special. Risha is a member of the French Honor Society, inducted last year, and she passed the stamp test this year and will be a recipient of the prestigious Seal of Biliteracy in both English and French. Bravo. I'm so proud of you. You are truly an asset and a valuable member for the French program. You are my ace forever. I am pleased and delighted by your achievement, and I'm hoping to see you one more time in my AP class next year. We will have more rounds to play together. Thank you for being so unique and a scholar. Keep up the good work. As usual, felicitaciones. All right, and now I would like to welcome Mr. Cataline, who will present the Agri-Science Awards.
For our 9th grade Agri-Science Award, the recipient is Joseph Jose. Tonight, we recognize a student whose dedication and excellence have been clear from the very beginning. This student began building a strong foundation early, actively participating in the middle school FFA program, an experience that sparked a passion for agricultural education and leadership. Please join me in welcoming this year's freshman Ag Scholar, Joseph Jose. Now in high school, he continues to demonstrate the same commitment and drive that first set him apart. Whether it's in the classroom, in the shop, or representing FFA, he brings focus, curiosity, and a strong work ethic to everything he does. Teachers describe Joseph as dependable, respectful, and eager to learn. Among peers, he is known as someone who quietly leads by example and is always willing to help others. His actions reflect maturity beyond his years and a sincere desire to grow and contribute. As he continues on his high school journey, we look forward to the many ways he'll keep building on this momentum. With his passion and determination, the future is full of opportunity. Congratulations, Joseph, on this well-earned recognition and the bright path ahead of you. The 10th grade Agri-Science Award goes to Kayla Kasser. Today, I have the honor of celebrating a truly remarkable student in the field of animal science, Kayla Kasser. I've had the pleasure of having Kayla, and by the way, this is Miss Kester, by the way. the past 3 years. Over the past 3 years, her quiet demeanor has often hidden her exceptional talent and passion for animal science. Growing up in the industry, Kayla brings exceptional knowledge and insight to the classroom from her personal experiences. Kayla has a love of horses, which she has inspired many. Kayla has been a strong Northern Burlington FFA horse evaluation team member for the past 3 years, ranking highly in the state. While she may not always be the loudest voice in the classroom, her academic achievement most certainly stands out to me and other teachers in the building. As we look toward the future, I'm confident that Kayla will excel in her chosen path, whether that leads to veterinary medicine, equine sciences, or any other career path. The 11th grade Agri-Science Award goes to Rajan Gibson. The Scholars Night Award for the Junior in Agricultural Science, again, goes to a student who has taken a leadership role in the Northern FFA. What is a leader? A leader is an explorer, one who cuts a path through the jungle for the rest of the group to follow. A leader also helps set goals for the organization and make sure the group is going in the right direction. This student has shown that she is dependable, self-motivated, and is considerate of others. She has an outstanding attitude and likes working with animals. This year, she is taking advanced animal science and receiving high A's in the course. She is our Northern FFA treasurer. She has competed at the NJFFA Fruit and Vegetable Career Development Event, Livestock Career Development Event, and submitted an entry in the NJFFA Horticulture Exposition and stepped up last minute to compete in the Agricultural Sales Career Development event as well. We have been impressed with how the student is navigating her future. I am so happy that she is stepping out of her comfort zone. It is with great pleasure that I present Rajan Gibson with the Junior Scholars Night Award in Agriculture. Congratulations, Ms. Hamilton. Now please welcome Mr. Dave Potts, who will present the Applied Tech Awards.
Good evening. We'll start with 9th grade for the Applied Tech Engineering Award, Jasmine Kauser. This is written by Dr. Adrula. Good evening, everyone. It's truly my pleasure to be here tonight to recognize an outstanding student, Jasmine Kauser, as the 9th grade award recipient for the Applied Technology and Engineering Department. This is the second year I've had the opportunity to teach Jasmine, and I can't begin to express how excited I was to see her name in my class roster again. It's rare to come across a student with such strong combination of intelligence, determination, humility, and kindness. And Jasmine brings all of that into the classroom each and every day. From the start, Jasmine has approached every assignment with curiosity and focus, whether we're building prototypes, problem-solving design challenges, or working through technical concepts. She never settled for just enough. She always asked the thoughtful questions, took feedback seriously, and strived to make every project better than the last. Her growth mindset is inspiring, not just to me as her teacher, but to her classmates as well. What really sets Jasmine apart, though, is her teamwork. In a hands-on collaboration learning environment like ours, being a reliable and respectful team member is crucial. Jasmine brings a positive attitude to group work, communicates clearly, and supports her peers without hesitation. She lifts others, leads by example, and always contributes meaningfully to whatever task is in front of her each day. Jasmine, you represent exactly what we hope to see in our future engineers, designers, and problem solvers. You are focused, capable, innovative, and kind. You make our class, your teachers, and your school better by simply being who you are. And I have no doubt that you'll go on to do incredible things. Congratulations, Jasmine. This award is so well deserved, and as Dr. Andrula says, I'm incredibly proud of you. Thank you. For 10th grade, we have Thomas McCadden, 10th grade. And this is from Mr. Schreiner. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2025 recipient of the 10th grade Applied Technology Engineering Scholar Award, Thomas McCadden. Thomas is an excellent student. He can quickly come to a conclusion as you watch him go about each day on a daily basis. He is organized, inquisitive, detail-oriented, knowledgeable, and hardworking. I was always impressed with the amount of detail that Thomas would include in his projects, clearly showing a high level of focus and determination to produce the best end product that he could. Whether it was a Rube Goldberg machine, a wooden tower, a digital model of a small sustainable house, or even a mechanical vehicle, Thomas and his teams were always up for the challenge, in large part due to his preparation, dedication, and ingenuity. Having said all this, Thomas also contributed to our class by being a positive role model and leading the others when called to do so. While typically a quieter student, he is not afraid to ask questions and is always receptive to feedback that can help improve him along the way. These are rare qualities to find in any high school student, let alone a sophomore. He additionally was a key contributor this year to our robotics team, the Metal Dogs. He is not afraid to jump right in and help his team out in any way possible and to help them succeed. I am excited to hear about all the future accomplishments that Thomas will have during the rest of his Northern Burlington career. I know there will be many. Congratulations, Thomas. And for 11th grade, Jaden Boston. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2005 recipient of the 11th grade Applied Technology Engineering Scholar Award, Jaden Boston. Mr. Schreiner says, I was lucky to have Jaden this year in my 2 Engineering 1 classes. Each day that I worked with him, I was continually impressed by his character, work ethic, intellect, creativity, and overall performance. I always try to encourage my students to embrace the motto, don't be afraid to fail, learn from your mistakes. Jaden has shown me time and time again that he follows that model. He is genuinely interested in learning from his mistakes and working through the process, as any good engineer has to do in order to be successful. His team's projects do not always perform the best, but he always showed perseverance and carried himself with a smile. Jaden naturally fell into leadership roles when working with others in the class and would offer help to students who may have been confused by the material. I know Jaden could have always be counted on whether he was tasked or working individually or as part of a team. Jaden is also more than just a great student. He is dependable, mature beyond his years, and again, kind. He is the type of student that any teacher would want to have in their classroom. I'm excited to hear about all the future accomplishments that he will have during the rest of his Northern Burlington career and beyond. I know there will be many, says Mr. Schreiner. Congratulations, Jaden. So what we just talked about was the thought end, okay, the theory end, and now we're going to talk about the material processing end, the hands-on aspect. And we're going to start with 9th grade, Mark Klusman, who is this year's recipient of the Materials Processing Academic Award. The freshman recipient of the Applied Technology Academic Award has all of the qualities that teachers long for in a student. Somebody who is positive, polite, industrious, inquisitive, helpful, and hardworking. Mark Klusman possesses all of these qualities, making him an exemplary student and an athlete too here at Northern Burlington. He is a self-starter, works well in groups, and is always willing to lend a hand and help other students that are struggling. Mark puts all of his full effort into each of his projects. He has an eye for detail, and he works diligently to maintain a high level of quality in his work. He represents the best of what Greyhounds has to offer. So congratulations, Mark. We're looking forward to seeing more and more of you in the coming years. And we have Brendan Schwartz, grade 10. This is from Mr. Schreiner. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2025 recipient of the 10th grade Applied Tech Award for Materials Processing, Brendan Schwartz. I was very fortunate to have this year Brendan in one of my Graphics 1 classes. Graphics 1 is a design course that is taken by students from all grade levels, all with different interests and design abilities. I quickly learned that Brendan could be counted on as a model student. He consistently produced some of the best work in class with a keen eye for design and a strong attention to detail. In reviewing Brendan's assignments, I was often impressed with his finished product as it typically stood out from the rest of his peers. While extremely quiet, Brendan eagerly dug into each new project with confidence and with focus. He was often one of my first students done in class, but as previously mentioned, the quality of his submission was always strong. I truly believe that Brendan has an innate design sense, which is rare to see in a high school level. Paired with the work ethic, his potential is great. I'm excited to hear about all the future accomplishments that Brendan will have, and he will have many in the rest of his Northern Burlington career. Congratulations, Brendan. Our 11th grade recipient goes to John Verone, and this is from Mr. Johnson. First block metal shop can be a little tricky to get going, especially after a long weekend. I don't have an issue with that in my 1B class this year, however. The group is ready to go with each and every day. They greet me with a smile, they settle in, and they're prepared to start their lessons. It's a wonderful way to start the day. This class made it a difficult choice, however, because so many students were like that. But one stood out, and that is John Verone. What sets John apart is how he never stops asking questions. Why, and what things are, how they work, and more importantly, how can he learn to use this in his work? John has an appetite for knowledge in the metal shop, and it's never ending. He's always wants to bite off more than he can chew, and always trying to get better at it. He doesn't let setbacks or mistakes stop him either. He regroups, he talks to other teachers, my name is mentioned here, Mr. Naylor as well too, about things, and then he gets back to work with a new approach. John never stops soaking up information, and skills may always spill out into your appetite, all your aspects of your life. It's truly your superpower, John. Thank you for keeping the spark going with me as well, and all those around you this year. From Mr. Johnson. And I don't see John here today. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Conowitz, who will present the Art Awards.
Well done. Great job, Mr. Potts. Thank you very much. So on behalf of the Art Department, the 9th grade award goes to Camilla Vergo. Camilla has been chosen for succeeding beyond expectations in my classroom. Her artistic talent comes from nothing other than dedication and hard work to the best she can be by learning and fine-tuning every technique on a daily basis. The work that she produces is admired by her peers and other teachers. She assisted in being part of the designing and painting process of a wig stand collaboration in class. The wig stand she helped to design and paint was one of the 8 wig stands donated to cancer patients at a local hospital this year. She is a well-rounded and impressive artist. She accepted her nomination for the National Art Honor Society and will be inducted this year. When others view her work, they are always surprised to hear that she is only a freshman and her skills are beyond her years. She inspires many artists around her with her artistic vision, assistance in giving peer feedback, and humble presence. I'm honored to give Camilla the Art Scholar Award, which she is so deserving of. She is a pleasure to have in class and is a positive influence on her peers. I look forward to seeing her creativity and talent grow and develop. I'm excited to see what she accomplishes on her creative journey in the future. Now for the 10th grade Art Award, Ryu Lin. Ryu is an exceptional student in 3D art and pushes the boundaries of all the mediums with each project. She has excellent patient skills and precision and creates delicate works of art. This was clearly shown in her needle felt assignment. The fibers in her landscape design were so intricate with razor-thin line work in a snowy scene. Her clay bell project also showed excellent craftsmanship. It's not easy working with clay slabs, but she was able to attach them seamlessly and execute her themes into the carvings of the clay walls. Because of her dedication to the arts, she was elected to be in the Art National Honor Society this year. She not only excels in the arts, but she is a well-rounded student. She shows up on time with her sketchbook out and ready to work. Her cheerful attitude is contagious and reflects on her peers around her. We expect great things from her in her continued art classes. Now on behalf of the art teacher for 11th grade, Ashley Schroeder. Ashley is an exceptional artist whose remarkable talent and creative spirit have left a lasting impression in the art room. She is an insightful, driven, and consistently demonstrates an inspiring level of dedication to her work. Every day, Ashley arrives with a bright smile and a readiness to learn, approaching each assignment with enthusiasm and focus. From the moment she enters the classroom, she is determined to create a masterpiece. Her positive attitude and passion for growth is truly inspiring. Her contributions in the art room have not gone unnoticed. Whether it's her strong work ethic, friendly demeanor, or her remarkable ability to tackle the most challenging assignments, Ashley approaches each task with laser focus. She consistently chooses the most complex sketch references for her projects, and through her determination and persistence, she brings each one to life with creativity and precision. Ashley's accomplishments speak for themselves. Her pencil portrait won the New Jersey State Award at this year's Teen Arts Competition. I'm incredibly proud of all she has achieved and look forward to working with her in AP Art next year. There's no doubt in my mind that Ashley's future is bright and full of promise. Congratulations, Ashley. Now please welcome Dr. Amy Stella, who will present the Business Awards.
The 9th grade Business Scholar Award is presented to Jace Rivera. On behalf of Ms. Urso, she first recognized Jace's potential when he began quietly responding to questions and contributing to class discussions. In respect to the economy and business, this was quite impressive. As a freshman, to answer most, if not all, of the questions accurately. Jace is conscientious of his grades and always puts tons of effort into his group projects and assessments. Not to mention, he is a wonderful student, polite and funny. Congratulations, Jace. On behalf of Ms. Nadolny, the 10th grade Business Award goes to Madison Wright for her outstanding achievement in a business class, specifically Marketing 2. Throughout the entire year, she has maintained a 100% in her marketing class, and her work is always professional and well done. She is very creative and has an outstanding ideas with every project she completes. Her understanding of marketing is above and beyond high school expectations, and she is very deserving of this award. We are pleased to present the 10th grade Business Award to Madison Wright. On behalf of both Ms. Nadolny and Ms. Ballinger, the 11th grade Business Award goes to Matthew Lutzker for his outstanding achievement in his business class, specifically Accounting 2 honors. Throughout the entire year, he has maintained a 100% in Accounting 2, and his work is always thorough and well done. He asks excellent questions and is always thinking outside the box. His understanding of the accounting process is on the college level. He has shown his understanding by achieving a high score in the class, but also by his ability to hold high-level conversations about accounting with his teacher. We are very pleased to present the 11th grade award to Matthew Lutzker. And we do know that he's unable to attend, but we will congratulate him anyway with his receipt. And now we welcome Miss Katie Kershaw for the Music Department Awards.
Good evening. This year's 9th grade recipient of the Choral Music Award is Isabella Cocatilo. Though it is only her first year at Northern High School, Bella has quickly distinguished herself as both an exceptional musician and leader within Northern's choral music program. Bella's level of musical talent truly is not something that you see every day. The singing voice that she has, as well as her knowledge and nuance and how to use it effectively, is nothing short of remarkable. And I'm so grateful for her long, bright future at Northern to get to watch her grow. Bella is not only a talented vocalist and an outstanding student academically, but she's a beacon of positivity and kindness. Her eagerness to grow and the pride that she takes in the success of her ensemble as a whole help to foster a sense of community and belonging, both in choir and in the spring musical. Bella's genuine humbleness and selflessness are what set her apart as a true role model for her peers. She leads with integrity and empathy, creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to succeed. Congratulations, Bella, on this well-deserved award, and I can't wait to see how you succeed in your future musical journey at Northern. This year's 10th grade Choral Music Award is awarded to Peyton Robinson. Throughout the year, I have had the privilege of watching Peyton grow into the best musician and best version of himself yet. He gives his all in every single rehearsal and performance that he's a part of. He has truly begun to think outside of himself and has blossomed into a music student that fully understands all the ways that growth and progress are achieved through grit, hard work, and true collaboration. Peyton shows up every single day, ready to put in the time and effort to hone his skills and perfect his craft. Last month, Peyton got to experience the direct result of all of his determination, as he has been accepted not only as a participant, but the 14th best tenor singer in the state of New Jersey for next year's New Jersey All-State Chorus. It's been inspiring to watch Peyton become a musical student that leads with integrity and empathy, and creates an environment where everyone feels encouraged and accepted. It's an honor to recognize him with this award. Congratulations, Peyton. This year's 11th grade Choral Music Scholars Award is awarded to Paige Zuzio. Paige is a student who exemplifies selflessness in every sense of the word. Her remarkable musical achievements are only matched by her unparalleled kindness and true care for others. Paige is not just a talented singer and performer, but she is a genuine testament to the power of humanity and compassion. Paige's love for choir extends far beyond simply just coming to rehearsal to sing. She's always the first to offer a helping hand, whether it's helping to run the children's corner at our winter craft fair, creating content for the choir's social media page, or taking on a choir executive board position. So many of our little behind-the-scenes tasks Paige expertly tackles to help keep our choir world running smoothly. And of course, she so often does this without even being asked. Paige's thoughtfulness is enhanced by her exceptional talent. Not only was she a lead in this year's spring musical, but perhaps more importantly, Paige is an impeccable musician that intelligently appreciates the value of effective, collaborative rehearsals. She shows up every day determined to be her best for whoever she's singing with in the room. It's my pleasure to present Paige with this award. The music program would not be the same without her. Congratulations, Paige. I will also be presenting the Instrumental Choral Scholar Music Awards this evening. For 9th grade, the award recipient is Veronica Chopik. Mr. Linder says, "It is my absolute honor to recognize an outstanding young musician whose talent, dedication, and passion have made a powerful impression in just her first year at the high school. Please join me in celebrating this year's recipient. From the very start of the school year, Veronica has shown what it truly means to be a dedicated musician. Whether she's marching under the bright lights on the football field, adding depth and energy to the percussion section in jazz ensemble, or performing with the concert band, Veronica brings 100% to everything she does. Veronica, your musicianship, commitment, and enthusiasm set a shining example for others to follow. Congratulations, Veronica. You have truly earned this honor." This year's 10th grade Instrumental Music Scholars Award goes to Kian Montera. This 10th grade Music Scholars Award goes to a student who exemplifies what it means to be a well-rounded and deeply committed musician. Kian is not only an accomplished performer, but a leader in every ensemble he joins. He has been an integral part of our marching band, the jazz ensemble, the pit orchestra for our school musical, and symphonic band. Each of these groups demands a unique set of skills, hours of rehearsal, and a serious level of commitment, and Kian has taken it all in stride. What's most impressive, however, is not just his musical ability, though that's certainly remarkable. It's his attitude. Kian shows up prepared, eager to learn, and ready to support his fellow musicians. Kian, your hard work has not gone unnoticed. You've enriched our music program with your talent and presence, and I can't wait to see where music takes you in the future. Congratulations, Kian, on receiving the 10th grade Instrumental Music Scholars Award. And finally, this year's 11th grade Instrumental Music Scholars Award goes to Obioma Ozioma. It's always a joy to recognize students who don't just participate in the arts, but truly embody the spirit of them. Tonight, we are proud to present the 11th grade Instrumental Music Scholars Award to Obi, whose talent, dedication, and passion have left an undeniable mark on the music program. Obi is a remarkable musician, not only because of his skills on trumpet and piano, but because of the heart and focus he brings to every performance. Whether he's setting the tone on the field with the marching band, adding soul to the jazz ensemble, creating dramatic depth in the pit orchestra, or soaring through complex pieces with the wind ensemble, Obi brings excellence and energy to all that he does. He's the kind of student who leads not just by playing the right notes, but by being present, being prepared, and being passionate. He listens and learns, and he lifts up those around him. Obi, your musicianship speaks for itself, but even more powerful is the way you carry yourself as a teammate, and a learner, and an artist. We're so proud of what you've accomplished and even more excited for what's ahead for you. Congratulations, Obi, on receiving the 11th grade Instrumental Music Scholars Award. Keep leading, growing, and above all, keep playing. Now please welcome Ms. Samantha McClelland, who will present the Theater Awards.
Alrighty then. The Freshman Scholars Award for Theater goes to Johanna Pilar. This is the second year I've had Johanna in theater classes. She was highly involved in our theater clubs this year, including playing a twin in the fall play The Hobbit, and a twin once again in the spring musical Seussical. Johanna is being inducted this year into the Thespian Society, and she also medaled at NJDFL competitions this year. Johanna is one of my most dedicated theater students, which is so impressive for a freshman. She comes to class each day with a huge smile and is eager to learn. She also goes above and beyond by always being willing to help me prepare for upcoming plays, and I know I can always count on her to be ready weeks before I even ask the actors to be ready. Johanna, thanks so much for being awesome. I look forward to all of the great things you are doing in our program over the next 4 years, per the theater department. Apologize if I mispronounce your last name. The Sophomore Scholars Award goes to Brianni Coulange. This is Brianni's second year in the theater arts class. She played Tiger Lily in our children's theater play Alice in Wonderland. After school, Brianni is highly involved in our NJDFL club and even received many medals for various categories in theater competition, with the highlight of earning a medal for her dramatic pair scene. In class, Brianni is a bright light. She brings such optimism to the class as well as hard work and determination. She's very talented at both comedic and dramatic acting styles. I know I can always depend on her to be ready early and to help others. Brianni, thank you for being such a dedicated theater arts student. The Junior Scholars Award in Theater goes to Grace Goke. This is Grace's third year in theater arts classes. In this year's play production class children's theater play Alice in Wonderland, she was the lead role Alice. After school, Grace is highly involved in all 4 of our theater clubs. She was a supporting lead in the fall play and a lead in the spring musical. She is one of the captains of the NJDFL theater competition team and medaled this year in several categories. She is an officer in our Thespian Honor Society and performed in our award-winning chapter selection short play at this year's State Thespian Festival. Grace is kind, hardworking, dependable, and passionate. I can always count on her to go above and beyond for others and our program. Grace, thank you so much for being amazing. I'm so excited to see all of the great things you are going to accomplish next year. Now please welcome Mr. Bruno Ferreira, who will present the video awards.
Hello, everyone. I apologize if I pronounce this name incorrectly. Shri Ram Prashant of 9th grade. Our Freshman Video Production Scholar Award goes to Shri Ram Prashant, affectionately known as Shri. He is one of the most hardworking freshmen in our Video Production 1 courses, and his in-class production work is often voted the best from his contemporaries. Out of the classroom, he is a student athlete and a member of numerous clubs here at Northern, making him a very well-rounded young man. We very much look forward to his continued participation in our program and look forward to seeing you in Video Production 2 next year. Congratulations, Shri. This is going to be an interesting one for the switcher in the back. Our Sophomore Video Production Award should be of no surprise as it goes to Jeff Winziger. Jeff has been an integral part in our video production department this year, as he has been involved in many productions in a bunch of different capacities. He has done everything from working as a videographer for the football team, helping us with our live events, producing segments of our news show, recording sporting events, as well as many other Northern TV productions. He has been our go-to guy and always comes through when needed. He has been invaluable this year, both in and out of the classroom. Again, he's switching the board right there behind us. And we thank you, Jeff, for all of your contributions. Thank you for all of your hard work this year, Jeff, and congratulations. Our Junior Video Production Award goes to Paige Zuzio. Paige is a leader in and out of the classroom. She's a student athlete, an honor student, and in addition is one of the most affable, respectable, and kind students we have here at Northern. She has been a pleasure in our video production courses, and this year has really stood out for her leadership and maturation. In addition to her excellence in classwork, she is the face of our district television network, Northern TV, as she is the anchor of our district-wide news show, The Northern News. In that role, she truly epitomizes what it means to be a Northern Greyhound, with her passion, positivity, and poise. Thank you for your contributions, Paige, with Northern TV, and we very much look forward to your contributions next year. Congratulations. Sorry, one more time.
Thank you. You can go back
Okay.
to camera. Northern TV working in the middle of the process. So now please welcome Mr. Darling, who will present the Physical Education and Health Awards.
Thank you.
Okay, this first award I will be presenting for Mr. Westerberg. This is the 9th grade award, and his choice for Freshman Health and PE Student of the Year is John Lynch. John stands out from his peers in the best ways possible. He's eager to learn and participate in class, the first person to offer a helping hand if something needs setting up or breaking down, as well as a positive influence on his classmates. John is consistently in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, along with encouraging his peers to do the same thing. It is for all these reasons and much more that he has earned this recognition this evening. Thank you for being you, John, and congratulations. And our 10th grade PE Scholar Night Award goes to Gavin Hoppy. We know Gavin's not here tonight. He had a baseball game with me, so that's a good reason. He exemplifies what it truly means to be a well-rounded student athlete. From the classroom to the student athletic field, Gavin consistently demonstrates leadership, integrity, and dedication. He is a student who does not only set standards high for himself, but also encourages those around him to do the same. When Gavin is on your roster, you know that you have someone who will bring energy, positivity, and team-first mindset to every single day. Gavin is the type of student who always shows up on time. He's prepared and ready to give his best effort. His work ethic is unmatched, and he takes pride in doing the little things right, whether it's listening intently to feedback or pushing himself to improve. He also is a vocal, emotional leader who never hesitates and lifts up others around him when morale is low. He consistently leads by example through his actions. Gavin is talented, humble, and driven. Most importantly, he is a person of high character who positively impacts those around him. For all these reasons and more, Gavin is an outstanding candidate for the award and deserving recognition of his contributions in both school and his team. Gavin Hoppy. And I failed to mention that award was given by Miss Bush. And then finally, the 11th grade Scholar Award goes to Cole Rambo. This year's 11th grade Physical Education Student of the Year goes to Cole Rambo. Cole has shown daily that he has what it takes to be a hardworking and dedicated physical fitness and education student. Cole is always prepared to do whatever the daily lesson consists of. In PE, he's always prepared, and we have a new choice system this year and allows the students to choose different activities. When I'm teaching an activity that Cole chooses, I know that I have at least one hardworking individual for the next 2 weeks. Cole and I have recently chatted about his future, and it is to no surprise that he is looking to join the Air Force to be a pilot or something in the intelligence field. The characteristics I witness daily help make Cole an excellent student, which aligns perfectly with his future career. Cole, I challenge you to never lose your sense of dedication, determination, and hardworking ability that has made you this year's 11th grade student of the PE Student of the Year, Cole Rambo.
So that's the end of our presentations. We're so grateful that you could come and celebrate with us.
you got to hear a little bit of what you already know, how amazing your students are. And so we're so grateful that you hung out and that you were able to give us this opportunity to talk a little bit about them. Just two logistical things as you head out. Because you've waited all this time and listened to so many speeches, there's dessert waiting for you back in the main cafeteria, so please make sure you grab some on your way out. There's also a list of all of the award recipients, so now you can know, and it's not a surprise, who the recipients were in case you want a copy to take home with you. Thank you all for coming and have a great night.